morning. I'm back this week, and we're going to take a little break from our fresh fruit series. Well, we're going to take a good break from it, and we're going to do something chocolate. Okay, so you've tried all my other recipes, you've maybe impressed somebody that you wanted to, and now you have them over. Movie night, game marathon, whatever you like. We'll just call this the dessert to impress them even more, to really woo them. Okay, what we're going to do this week is a chocolate-dipped strawberry chocolate cake. Get yourself a little mixing bowl. And some regular strawberry yogurt. Not Greek, well, you can use light if you want, but just plain old strawberry yogurt. Maybe have it pre-opened so you don't look like a dork trying to open it. And take the jinglings the cat. Get 3 tablespoons of your yogurt into your mixing bowl. You always pick the best time to run around like a nut. Okay. So you've got your 3 tablespoons, and you're going to say, what are you doing? I don't know. Take the rest of your yogurt and set it aside. You're going to need it later. Now, get yourself some milk, and you're going to put 3 tablespoons of milk in with this. Okay, then you get yourself some oil, and you're going to get 2 tablespoons full of that. One and 2. Okay. Set that aside. I know I have a lot of stuff here, so it's trying to get out of the way so you can see. Okay, you're just going to get yourself another dash, like I usually use, of vanilla extract. Just a dash. You don't need too much more than that. Okay, get yourself an egg, and crack that in there with everything else. You have all your liquid ingredients in there right now. Get yourself a fork, and you're going to get that all mixed up really good. Yogurt, I have my milk, I have my oil, and my vanilla extract and my eggs. Get a nice little mix there in the bottom. And then you're going to head, what am I heading for next? Okay. Baking powder. I set that here. You're going to get yourself just 1/4 teaspoon, of baking powder. Plop that in there. Try to make sure you don't have a hair. Okay, baking powder, and you're going to get yourself some cinnamon, and just going to give yourself a healthy dash, which is just a couple shakes. We want to just kick it up a little bit, give it a little bit of a zing. Okay, light brown sugar, 4 tablespoons. Sounds like a lot, but trust me, makes it really good. 1, I'll chunk it up, 2, 3, 4. What's that bad? More to get it out of my way. Okay. Recipe, come back. Okay, and 4 tablespoons of flour. Plain old flour. Nothing fancy. Okay, what am I doing next? Okay, you're just going to get that stirred up. Make sure you get all the little lumps broken up. You don't want to cut your cake there at the end and find little pockets of flour or something. Okay. Now we're going to head to what makes this so good. 2 tablespoonfuls of cocoa powder. We all know I like a good heaping tablespoon. So let's face it, it's chocolate and we like it. And to make it even better, you're going to get yourself some pudding, some instant pudding. You can use any kind of chocolate instant pudding you like. I've even seen white chocolate pudding, or just your average chocolate pudding. I personally got Hershey's Special Dark Pudding. I like my dark chocolate. Get 2 tablespoons full of your dark chocolate. My personal favorite. I'm going to get that mixed up. And then we're going to get the fun part, our strawberries. You're only going to need to cut about chop up 1 or 2 strawberries to put in the actual batter. Use the edges of your bowl to make sure you got all those little hidden pockets of flour or powder, because you got a nice thick batter going on now. Okay, now you're going to set that aside and get your strawberries. Pop the top off the strawberry. Get that chopped up in a nice little bakeable pieces. I'm going to do a second one because that was not a very big strawberry. I would probably say no more than 2-3 tops if they're tiny, because we don't want their moisture to mess up your cake. Just enough that you can tell there are strawberries in your cake. Okay, you're going to get yourself definitely an oversized mug for this one. Get your cooking spray, because we want to be able to plop, this is one recipe we want to be able to plop the cake out of the mug. Now you're going to get your batter and get that all put in your sprayed mug. Okay, I saw the spatula because it is a thicker batter and we want all of it to go in our mug. Okay. I'll try not to spill it on the counter, but this will happen. I'm going to get everything in there. This is one I'm going to just kind of hit the mug and shake it a little bit. You're trying to get all the air pockets out and to make it a nice smooth over the top. So then you're going to hit the microwave. Not literally. Just cook it for 4 minutes. That's all you need to do it for, is just 4 minutes. get yourself a little plate out because you're going to want that for when the cake's done. Okay, you're going to have your strawberries here, and I recommend cutting, again, probably 2 strawberries because you're going to put this and the rest of the yogurt over the top of your cake when you get it out. 1 strawberry. Let's which one do we like? Let's get the 2nd strawberry. Okay, then we'll have our strawberries set aside for when we're ready for them. Set the rest of these in the fridge for later. And you probably will definitely see your cake baking up over top of your mug, but if you've used a proper oversized mug, you shouldn't have any trouble with it. And it may seem like a moister cake when it comes out, but then again, it's a pudding cake and it has strawberries in and it's made with strawberry yogurt. So a moister, more molten chocolate cake, excellent. And you have the rest of your yogurt here. Might need to get yourself a spoon to get the rest of the yogurt out. We've got a minute left, and you can probably see that your cake is baking up. Not a problem. A little bit of liquid's leaking out. A rag will take care of it. You're okay. But we like to see it rising because it means it's going to be really good. Sorry if I look confused. My cat's doing something weird again. Another 30 seconds and we'll see how this is going. Okay, now, let's see. Oh, I can already smell it, so I can tell you it's good. It's going to sink back down in, but careful, your mug's going to be hot. And you can hear it's a little bit jiggly. Just be careful because this is really hot. So you're going to flop it right upside down on your plate. Whew! Careful, because it's definitely hot, hot, hot. A little bit of chocolate tried to stick in there, so flop that back over on here. And get yourself a knife. Don't worry, I've been trained to use this. Try not to touch the cake here while you're doing it, but cut it in half because this is enough for 2 people to be romantic and share, or one really sad person who needs to indulge. And try to flop them over on their side here. You can see the nice little bits of cooked strawberry. And it's probably going to be falling apart a little bit because, like I said, it's a nice, molten, yummy recipe. Okay, set those aside. Okay, get the rest of your yogurt, and you're going to use this as just sort of a sauce, a nice strawberry sauce. You don't have to, but it's highly recommended because it's really good. Try to get all the yogurt out. Okay, I like this brand of yogurt because that's technically what my recipe calls for, But are these containers not the most ridiculous things you've ever had to deal with? Love the yogurt, hate the container. Anyway, take the rest of your strawberries and just skitter them over top. You could put one half on one plate and one half on the other, but isn't it more romantic to be sharing a plate? And there you have your chocolate-dipped strawberry chocolate cake. It's going to be hot, it's going to be gooey, it's going to be dark chocolatey, and it's going to be really good. Strawberries and chocolate. Okay, I'm going to take this and be a pig. Before I go, it's kind of a subject I'm a little heated on right now. Don't you ever tell yourself, and don't you let anybody ever tell you that you're ugly. I've been having this argument with a person I consider a very good friend, who's a fellow geek. Stop it. You are not ugly. No matter what you look like, you are special to somebody. So stop it. As long as one person in this world tells you how beautiful and how pretty and how amazing you are, what does it care what the rest of the world thinks of you? Take your cake, you enjoy it, you buck up, you meet me back next week where maybe I'll do something for breakfast.